Alright, a quick explanation on this video. It's I don't know, what is it, Tuesday. I was supposed to go away last week and didn't work out. Some unfortunate events in the family. I had to stick around home. So anyways, this is a bunch of videos on this little addition room here and the doing of the roof. They weren't the best video. I apologize for that. I got some help, and when I get help, I don't feel right videoing because it's like they're here to help, not mess around on the camera. So, with that being said, from the bottom of my heart, some of you's watching, some of you's not. I couldn't have done any of this or that without your help. Sincerely, I mean that, and thank you so much. You didn't have to come doing that. I always feel bad asking for help because like people got their own things, their own lives, their own stuff to take care of, and I just feel bad asking someone to, pulling someone away from their own things to come do something for me. So help me. But they did, and couldn't have did it without them, and it turned out great. And thank you so much, and I hope y'all enjoy these clips.
All right, morning everyone. I'm back to farting around with the back of the house for a little while. I got to start getting some things done before hunting season comes, because I ain't gonna want to do crap. And I just thought I'd show you what I got going on so far. So this was all here, like this floor and these brick piers, and I just laid the block to close it up, and I did that real quick when I first moved in. And what I didn't realize when I did is this floor is sloped this way, not much, and that was so any rain that got on the pad, the little deck thing upstairs, would run off of it, even though it was covered. But so to make up that difference, I had to pour that little piece of grout there, and I grouted all the block, solid, and then I think it's like every fourth cell I filled solid. So but yeah, I had to do that to make it up my height. And then I got my little sill plate on there with some of that sill seal crap under it you can't see. And then I started putting on my pressure treated joists. The reason pressure treated is because they hang out over. There's going to be a little deck thing out there to look down over the hill. And I don't know if I'm ever going to finish, make this any more than storage, and there might be moisture in here, constant moisture or bugs or something. And the idea is to keep this weatherproof like it was out in the open. The plywood I'm using for this is like this. It's this plywood. I'll show you later in the video. It's like this. The top of it's coated. Almost looks like wax, and it's lifetime guarantee. I've used it before. It's wicked expensive, but man, it lasts. So I figure I'm gonna put that on up here, and that'll keep, if there's ever moisture that wants to migrate up through the floor, it won't be able to because of that coating. And also, if I don't get to closing this top in right away, it'll keep the weather from destroying it. But how I'm doing here is I have it laid out, 16 on centers, and got my joist hangers, with all the nails in the side. Use these little short buggers here they go in the face there, and then you use 16 pennies on the angle, go there. And I've been adding one up top just because it doesn't hurt to do a little overkill. And after these are all on, I'll come out here and strike a line. And they look pretty close, but you can see that very first one's in 1.5 inches, and that's because the way that plate is over here against the house. What was that? Where the plate is against the house, I made it so it runs past and fastens into that, so there's no non-pressure treated wood that any chance it could ever be exposed. I mean, that'll be covered with siding, but still, I just figured it's all a better way to tie it together. And then I used these big nasty lag things that I found. They're Torx bit. I think they're 4 inches or something, or 5 inches, and drove them back into the studs and into the floor, because you can see they built all this up at one time. This house was added on to, and they made up the difference there somewhere between this terracotta block and the regular block. And they used a lot of lumber, which is pretty neat. Yeah, I use these things to tie that back into the house. I mean, they're pretty wicked. They're expensive, but they work good. I like them. So, yep, just but when I'm done with that, I'll come out here and like I said, I don't know if I said it or not, I'll strike that line, and then I'll square up and I'll cut all these off with the power saw, and then put the end joists on there. And then I got to put blocking in between every one of those. Now they're not fastened there. I'm just putting them up and doing that end, and then I'll come out here and I have this all laid out. I'll fasten all these to the top of the wall, and then I'll come out and do this last. But the blocking will be pressure treated too, and the idea of that is to seal this from anything getting up through there. So we keep going, and then we'll keep showing what we're doing. All right, here we are on this fine Wednesday morning afternoon blend. I guess it's kind of right in between. I'm on the roof. That's the room I put the plywood on. I showed that in the live feed. That's going to be the deck part, and that's the finished part. I just covered that up in case it rains. I don't need to, but why not? What today's project was is I'm getting ready to redo the whole roof here, obviously, and I had to redo the chimney because it was all crudded up and broken up and nasty, and the brick looked like pea yellow, and that was just not a very appetizing color. So I tore it down below the flashing level and relayed it. So that's that. I wanted to get video of doing it, but there's weather coming soon. You can tell by the wind. There's a call for heavy rain this afternoon, so I just wanted to hurry up and get that done. But yeah, good view from up here. You could see out across, like it's hard to see. The Ohio River is, well, obviously right below that bridge. So the Ohio River is about right there. That bridge is the Route 79 bridge, 79 north and south. So wintertime, or fall, when all the leaves come off the tree, you got a heck of a view here. It's pretty nice. So can't complain. All right, I'll keep you updates tomorrow. I think I'm going to tear the roof off. This is the part where you start to get overwhelmed. I gotta tear all this off tomorrow by myself. I don't even want a house no more. Alright, here we are. I got the overhang and the gutter. I tore the overhang off, stripped all the shingles off. Some of that tar paper is like stuck on there, so there's not much I could do to get it off. I got the gutters off. What's next? I tore the overhang off where I'm building the room. I have one wall framed. I'm going to frame the other one. The idea is to frame this room in, tie it back into that roof before I start any shingle action on that roof. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I think I've bit off more than I can chew. This is where I'm at now. I got the roof all framed, all tied into this one. I was a little worried. It's been a long time since I'd framed a hip like that. And apparently I kind of still remember how to do it. A little rusty, but got it together. All my angles ain't bad. I got one overhang on. And yeah, I burned up the old overhang this morning while everything was dew covered. Get rid of that. It's such a pain to get rid of that when I can burn it. Yeah, next is I'm going to frame that wall out there to help support that gable end before I load that with weight. And then come up here and sheet this, get the stuff for the gutters ready to go, and start paper and shingles. Beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning. There's some big gaps in the video, but this is where we're at now. I got all that shingled yesterday, and most of this done yesterday. I've done about from here up today. I got to do that little roof and that little roof, and I just cut my ridge vents in. And yeah, Without the help, I would not have got any of this done. Really bailed my ass out. Or butt, bailed my butt out, I'm sorry. So, yeah. Well, here it is in its finality. I can't talk much. I gotta flash the chimney because it's supposed to rain in the morning. I am out of time, I'm out of energy, I'm just plumb wore the heck out. Got my ridge vents in. A little sawdust, rain will take care of that. Gutters are on, downspouts all except for the two in the back are hooked up. Oh well, they can just drip down for a little while. I got some temporary stuff to put on them. And that's the new room, obviously, and that killed me. That little roof. This is all 412, that's 712. I'm in bad shape. I'm wore out.